My name is Avinash Adwani. I'm the founder and CEO at CyberKnight Technologies. So fundamentally, people have been investing in cybersecurity tools in a very disparate fashion. So they're trying to solve individual problems with point products. They were not looking at solving solution-centric challenges by applying a philosophy that enables them to wrap a cybersecurity framework around how they deploy the cybersecurity tools. So for example, Zero Trust security is a philosophy that enables organizations to be able to look at cybersecurity holistically and look at the different domains that exist within cybersecurity and really treat how they deal with cybersecurity across all those domains consistently, be it data, devices, networks, identity, applications, automation, and orchestration and visibility, and then governance, right? Each of them can be looked at as individual solutions that can address these domain-specific challenges that organizations have. But historically, what's ended up happening is because of the dynamic of the industry, you have vendors and you have resellers, you have distributors, and the ecosystem ends up trying to maximize what they can do at a product level. And this has led to a lot of organizations in the space having a lot of tools or tool sprawl, and now they're looking to consolidate, they're looking to reduce cost exposure, they're looking to have less tools to manage with less people. And so this consolidation journey is underway. So the methodologies to really begin to think about this is one, to think about a philosophy that wraps it all together, but then two is to think about platformization. So today, within each of these domains, there are individual platforms that can be considered to consolidate these tools together so that they give customers more of a single pane of glass view towards how they do cybersecurity. So as I just explained, Zero Trust security is not a product. It's not even a solution. It's a philosophy. It's a concept. And fundamentally, the philosophy of Zero Trust security spans these different areas you just spoke about. Each one of them can be looked at as a micro strategy under Zero Trust. Every single one of them have their own Zero Trust strategy. So you have Zero Trust for data, Zero Trust for identity, Zero Trust for networks, Zero Trust for devices. And fundamentally, this is what CyberKnight is doing. We've been evangelizing, educating, and creating awareness around Zero Trust since inception of the business. And over the recent past, we've been literally double clicking on how can we help organizations that have needs for data security. Think about Zero Trust for data. Those that have needs for identity, think about Zero Trust from an identity perspective. And so we solutionize these different components that make up these, we call them solution stories. And we help organizations think about Zero Trust at that domain level from a solution point of view. As with every year that we participate in GISEC, we have a blend of vendors that participate from our portfolio, spanning various different domains of cybersecurity. Now, this year, the theme is very much about the intersection of post-quantum and AI, which we're very much at the threshold of, or at the cutting edge of at the moment. Everyone's talking about post-quantum, everyone's talking about AI. How do these converge in the context of cybersecurity, and where does Zero Trust security play around these very important topics? So we're very excited to be able to highlight these topics with a blend of different vendors across our portfolio that span IT, OT, and IoT security domains of cybersecurity. So I've been participating at GISEC Global from pretty much the inception of the show, and it's a show for the who's who in cybersecurity. So if you're in cybersecurity, you need to be at GISEC Global. Over the years, it brings together the channel partners, the value-added distributors, the vendors, of course, the end users. It brings together thought leaders and speakers. Everyone that is relevant to cybersecurity is there. And for this part of the world, it is the largest and most important cybersecurity show that covers all of the region and brings together enterprise and government organizations from around the region. So especially given the current context of the geopolitical situation that we've been going through over the last few months in region, I think it's restricted travel. In some cases, we've not been able to go and visit some of our partners and our customers as much as we'd like to. So it's especially important this year in 2026 to attend GISEC, because we'll have that opportunity hopefully in September to basically bring together all these key stakeholders and engage with them and have the right conversations around the theme that we're driving in the show. And even though we talk to a lot of these customers and partners and vendors on a regular basis, this opportunity to come together and just all engage at this in-person event creates the sense of collaboration, sharing ideas, being able to talk about what's coming, and just really being able to keep your finger on the pulse of the industry. So I look forward to seeing you all there at GISEC Global 2026.